Hello, I'm Indigo Warrior, and this is your Virgo Libra Cusp Angel Horoscope for 2017. All of these cards have been pre-shuffled, so when they appear to you, they'll be appearing to me as well. Get the sense, Libra Virgos, that you're going to have an interesting month from just the feel of these cards. Might be an emotional month, I kind of feel. But I feel like it's also quite an active month perhaps as well. So let's begin, shall we? For Virgo Libra Cusps, August 2017. Okay, Queen of Ariel. Okay, now it's a court card, so this could imply somebody else or you. I don't normally like to use the traditional horoscopes for the cards because I like just to feel what sort of the energy is sort of coming through. Obviously the characteristics is mature, practical, generous and happy, so this could be you guys, but also it could be somebody else in your life. And they nurture yourself and those you love, the ability to make anything more beautiful, practical and wise advice. So if this card is a metaphor for yourselves, then I feel like what the angels are sort of bringing forth for you guys is, you know, to look after yourself and the people that you love. But there should be a balance, because sometimes you can love the people in your life, sort of, it looks like you love them a bit more than you love yourself, and vice versa. So what I feel like the angels are saying is remember to keep that balance, because you can help people in your life and yourself. You just need to keep sort of on even footing. This also could indicate that there has been some neglection, perhaps either to yourself or to other people. But obviously I feel like this is just a balance, sort of balance your energies and you will be fine. Obviously the ability to make anything more beautiful, you know, so there could be great opportunities for you at the beginning of August, where, you know, it could be more of a creative thing perhaps, and, you know, creativity could be in any form. You can be creative in any setting. It doesn't necessarily have to make you an artist to be creative. Obviously practical and wise advice. So there could be somebody who needs some advice that you may be able to help this month, beginning of this month, or you may need some advice, but may have been like there might be an issue that's carried on from the previous month that you may need advice for yourselves. Okay, let's move on. You are special. So some of you have been feeling a little bit down in the dumps perhaps, and you have been neglecting yourself. I feel you might be looking after so many people in your life, but you keep on neglecting yourself. What the angels are sort of bringing forth with this card is the fact of you indeed are actually special. You're unique, you know, you're perfect in your imperfections, you know, and things like that. You know, just remember to look after yourself and sort of take a deep breath in and, you know, and sort of just go, this is me, you know, I'm here for this reason and I'm going to conquer the world or something like that. Anyway, you know, this card is sort of it's sort of a reminder that the angels want to give you is that you know, you're special and unique in your own way. Okay, let's move on. For travel, journey, path and location. Now this card could imply that some of you are actually travelling in the physical world. This could also mean a journey of your spiritual growth. So some of you might be starting a spiritual path that obviously you're going to, you know, you've either just begun your journey or you're nearly at the end. I kind of feel some of you may be on the middle, but I feel mainly you're either beginning or you're at the end. But obviously if this isn't a spiritual sort of meaning, then obviously some of you could be planning on going on holiday. Some of you could be planning, you know, on travelling overseas, sort of travelling abroad, you know, things like that. What I feel like the angels are sort of saying here is that, you know, go ahead with this because it sounds good. I kind of feel like because it's right next to the US special card, perhaps some of you don't feel like you deserve this holiday if this is your card. What I feel like the angels are saying here is, sometimes it's good to sort of look after yourself, I know in this world, people say, oh, you've got to be generous, you've got to be kind, and stuff like that. Of course you do. But you've also got to be generous and kind to yourself. You can't just be generous and kind to everybody else and then neglect yourself, because that's when problems are going to come. So what I feel like what the angels are bringing forth here is, if there is a holiday booked, or you fancy travelling for whatever reason, the angels are sort of giving you the go ahead. It's okay to do this for yourself. Okay, I'll move on. Listen to intuitive feelings. So when I feel like this card comes out, it means that some of you may be neglecting that inner voice as such, that inner sense, of things, what you believe is right and what you think is wrong. What the angels are bringing forth with this card is that your body is actually receiving accurate messages from the divine. So it means that basically, that little voice that sometimes you have inside your head, going, is that a good idea? Sometimes that could be an intuitive message, that you have got from the divine or the spirit world or whoever, it could be an intuitive voice. But there's sometimes I feel as well, because obviously there was the US special card, could be the fact, or some of you can be a little bit fearful perhaps. So what I feel like the angels are saying here is, if this is the case for you, then just take some time away. Interesting that it's travel, take some time away and sit down and sort of meditate perhaps, or sit down and sort of talk to yourself and sort of go, well, what is it that I generally want? Who am I? Things like that. And you'd probably be very surprised what actually that inner voice or your feelings or the things you pick up around you actually indicate. So I reckon some time alone this month may be beneficial for you guys. Okay. Abundance. So this could be in numerous of different ways. Normally abundance to me is sort of material wealth, or it could be any wealth of any description, but I feel this is maybe more of a material wealth. So, we've had travel here, earlier. We also had obviously practical and wise advice and the ability to make anything more beautiful. So what I kind of feel like the angels are sort of bringing forth here for you guys is, for instance, some of you may have had like a windfall of like resources come in, and you may be a bit hesitant about, do I deserve this, and things like that. What I feel like the angels are saying, if this is the case for you, is that, just relax and sort of enjoy this moment, things may pop up and you might be going, okay, this is what I need to spend this on, this is what I need to spend this on. What I feel like the angels are sort of bringing forth is, relax, and, you'll be able to sort out everything you need if you take it with a calm, sort of collected approach. You don't have to go charging ahead. I kind of feel this. I also get the feeling that some of you may have had like some money issues perhaps in previous months. So what I kind of feel like, if this is the case for you, is that the angels are sort of going, there is an opportunity this month, there's an opportunity in August for you guys to be able to get your resources back on track. And there'll be things this month that will indicate, like, there may be some signs, there may be some, miracles perhaps, that and many blessings that I think that will probably happen to you guys this month, giving you perfect opportunities for getting your resources back on track and your finances back on track perhaps. Okay, let's move on to freedom from Archangel Uriel. So I kind of feel like what this card normally brings is that some of you may be feeling a bit tense. And I normally get with this card is that because obviously there's this lovely man like sort of dancing, enjoying life and stuff like that on this card. What I kind of feel like that Uriel's sort of bringing forth here to you is, sort of be free and sort of, if you feel all cooped up, then go for a walk. Or if you feel like you need to sort of get yourself out of a situation, get yourself out of that situation. I kind of also feel like what Uriel's bringing forth here for you guys is, you know, I feel like it's also, with the US special card, it's connected in some way, I feel, which also implies to me that obviously, you know, that love yourself, you know, love yourself before you love other people, because in that way you can then love people extremely better, and people will start seeing this change in you, and you'll be able to sort of, you know, enjoy life a lot better. Okay, I'll move on for now. Oh no. Okay, so we have another court card for the Knight of Ariel, for trustworthy, understanding, devoted and funny. Now this could imply, obviously I said like before the Queen, is that it could imply yourselves or it could imply someone else. I am picking up Sagittarius or an air sign. I think it's either a Sagittarius or an air sign, perhaps. I'm picking up this card today, so some of you could be dealing with an air sign or a Sagittarius, you know, something like that. Obviously this card means that there is so much to accomplish, make a very detailed plan, and being watched over by someone kind. So this could actually be a numerous of different things. The first thing is that I pick up from this card is, you know, obviously before you had obviously the practical wise advice and the ability to be able to create anything into something beautiful. Now what I'm getting through this card is obviously there is so much to accomplish. So, you know, you might start something at the beginning of this month in a creative way or in a career way. Perhaps some of you might have had like a new job, some of you may become self-employed, you know, stuff like that. What I feel like the angels are saying here is obviously you might feel like there's too much to do. I kind of get this sense. You might feel like there's a bit too much to do by the middle of the month, and you're a bit sort of like, oh no, you know, I haven't done this or I haven't done that. What I feel like the angels are saying again is sort of breathe, you know, breathe. And sort of, you know, you're fine, you know, there's always a way. So if you're not, if you feel a bit stuck, then maybe pray, maybe sort of ask for some guidance and stuff like that. But I feel like there are many opportunities this month for you. So, and you will definitely find a way. I kind of get the sense you'll definitely find a way. Okay, make a very detailed plan. So that could go with that as well, if you know what I mean. So sort of like, you know, write a list perhaps and sort of go, well, this is what I want to do. How is it possible? And stuff like that. I feel like this sort of energy is coming through. It also could mean that obviously you're being watched over by someone kind. So if some of you have had like a past loved one or things like that, then this card could also imply that you're being watched over very, very like by this really nice person that's no longer here on the earth plane. Also, it could imply the angels. It could imply obviously your spirit guides, your guardian angels, you know, any spiritual team perhaps, or animals, or, you know, things like that. So, but you are being watched over, you're being guided as well. It's kind of what I get from this card, is you are definitely being guided in the things that you are doing this month. Okay, let's move on. For self-care, so this could be, you know, past loved ones sort of going, you know, remember to take care of yourself. You know, you're so loving, you're so giving, but you're not taking care of yourself. So sort of take some time away and sort of relax and stuff like that. Could also be the angels or your spiritual team or whoever, or it could be an actual person that is actually in your life at the moment who is alive. You know, but there's an opportunity in the middle of this month for you guys to be able to take some time away to sort of take care of yourselves. Maybe having like a nice bubble bath or something, I don't know, you know, sort of take yourself away, you know, think about things that you want to do and stuff like that. So that's what I kind of get from this card. There we go, angels, you know, for support and guidance. So the angels definitely want to come forth. They've got a lot of messages for you guys. You know, they're sort of, when this card comes out, I kind of feel like that You may be sort of neglecting the angels a little bit. So perhaps you haven't like done some prayer, or you haven't done some meditation, you haven't spoken to your guides or anything like that. So I feel like when this card comes out, the angels are sort of going, hey, we are here. We know that you're going through whatever you're going through, and you know, we're here to be able to assist you. They want to sort of come forth and to be able to assist you with this. Get this sense. I'll move on for a minute. For books, so some of you, your life purpose involves writing, reading, editing, or selling spiritually based books. So obviously, I felt here, obviously, there's a lot of successful sort of things, and I felt like career. So this could be part of your life purpose for some of you, is that obviously you're going to be a novelist, you know, an author or things like that. I did feel self-employed, so you could be like, you know, writing for Amazon or you know, sites like that, or you could also be self-publishing through an agency. Get this sense. What I feel like when this card comes out is that you're on the right track, and the angels are very proud of the accomplishments you have already done, and they are supporting what you are wanting to do. So they sort of give you the green light, I kind of feel, if this is for you guys. But also, it's also sort of a wake-up call to certain people as well, because for some of you, this actually could be the answer you've been looking for. You know, your life purpose will probably involve something to do with writing, reading, editing, or selling spiritually based books. So that's what this sort of the message is coming through here. Okay. So then big happy changes. So yeah, of course, you know, there's a lot going on, I feel already. There's a lot going on. So there's going to be some, like, maybe for instance, obviously, you know, it's because it's right directly underneath abundance. It's kind of perhaps what I was saying earlier, you know, some of you may be having some problem, or you was having some problems, sorry, with some wealth or money or material things, you know, but that's going to change perhaps in the middle of the month, as obviously it's the big happy changes card. So it could change by the middle of the month. So it's quite a good sort of hopeful news as such. So, you know, let's move on for now. For Uriel again, so abundance, so there you go. You know, definitely, some of you are going to definitely have some money come in. I have just thought, you know, some of you may win the lottery, you know. Some of you may win the lottery, you know. Some of you may be able to sort of, you know, sort of come into quite a bit of money. I kind of feel like that. If obviously this could also be, you know, for a thing, because I kind of picked up past loved ones, so someone could have died perhaps and left you some inheritance. What I'm saying, what I feel like as well, if this is the case for you guys, is that obviously they have said self-care and you're special, so some of you might be going through a mourning period. That's okay. The angels want to sort of go, well, we're here, we're guiding you, you know, you are entitled to this inheritance, you know, and don't feel bad about taking it and stuff like that. I kind of get that message across. And obviously it's the big happy changes, so it could create new sort of, you know, new things for you in your life that are going to be very, very positive. So just sort of just think about that if this is the case for you, because obviously I don't want to tell you what to do. You know, it's up to you what you do. Everyone has free will. It's just what the angels are sort of giving me to give you guys. So I'll move on for now. Okay, wow, okay, Ariel's sort of got a lot of things to say, bless. Okay, of you have invested wisely, have patience and wait for the harvest. Review your progress and make plans for your next endeavour. So there could be, as I said, some of you could be in like the sort of the writing industry as such, you know, the writing sort of profession. And obviously, if this is the case, you could be like sort of putting your book out there or putting some work out there into the world. By the end of the month, there may be a little bit of a sort of a stagnated sort of period, perhaps, where you feel like, oh, okay. But I feel like what this is sort of saying to you guys, and what the angels sort of saying is, you know, have patience, you know, prepare for the outcome, because the outcome probably will be very beneficial to you. I kind of feel like this is what the angels are sort of saying, you know, review sort of what you already have done perhaps, and then make plans, because you never know, if you are writing a book, you never know, you might have written your first one and they could give you some more ideas and write you a second one, you know, things like that. If not, if this does not apply to you, then obviously, you know, some of your ideas will come into fruition by the end of the month. You know, there'll be some definite big changes, you know, happening. You know, and what Ariel's sort of saying is that you are being guided, you know, you are being sort of looked after, so do not feel alone or anything like that. Okay. Explore. So yeah, you know, by the end of the month, if you guys have been sort of feeling a bit sort of, you know, stagnant and stuff like that, which I kind of felt, then perhaps, you know, go do some exploring. You know, this could be also relevant to the travel card that we had at the beginning of the month. So perhaps some of you went on holiday for the first sort of part of the month, but then you've come back at the end. And what I feel like this could indicate that some of you guys wish you were still on holiday, which is okay. But what the angels are sort of bringing forth here is that if this is the case for you, then, you know, sort of maybe go for a walk, sort of see the world that you actually are in right now. So if sort of your local neighbourhood and things like that. If you don't obviously want to walk around your local neighbourhood, why? Because it might be unsafe or, you know, things like that, then perhaps if you drive, then get yourself in a car and sort of drive to the middle of nowhere and, you know, sort of enjoy, you know, life. This could also imply that, you know, it might be good to get away. So perhaps, you know, because the travel card was here earlier, sorry, I kind of feel like this card is very important. Because the travel card was here earlier, then I feel like what the angels may be saying to you guys, you know, that perhaps you had an opportunity to go traveling, but you didn't take it. So then they're sort of giving you the other option here of sort of going on this journey that they wanted you to go on, perhaps, you know, or a new journey may be open to you, because this one might not have been, you know, met all the requirements that you needed to go on the holiday. Astral travel. So okay, right, okay, this could also imply, you know, that obviously this holiday or whatever might not actually be in obviously the physical plane. This could obviously be a spiritual journey that you need to take. So obviously astral travel, you know, vital thought, information, and dreamtime soul travel. So, you know, some of you may be traveling when you're asleep, and that's cool. You know, that's really cool. I feel like when this comes up, that the angels could be giving you a warning of protect yourself, because astral travel is quite a powerful thing. So some of you might not be protecting yourself correctly, and so you're going to be open to necessary harmful energies that could, in fact, you know, cause you some problems through your spiritual journey. This also could imply that obviously some of you have been astral traveling without even realizing it. If this is the case for you guys, then, you know, look it up. You know, there's so much information nowadays, you know, everywhere. You know, buy a book on it, or look on Google, or, you know, find another video on YouTube, you know, something like that. There's so much information out there, and so much richful, you know, sourceful information out there. So have a look, see what it means to you, see if you've been astro traveling perhaps, because there are certain techniques that could benefit you that I feel like the angels sort of going. So you need to sort of find the one that's going to help, that's sort of going to be the right one for you. Okay, let's move on. For integrity. Okay. So allow your actions so that they match your values and inner knowingness of what's right for you. So of course, you know, if you're not happy with the way things are going, you know, or you're not happy with how a situation ended, and it's sort of causing you some inner conflict, then I feel like what the angels are saying is, you know, make sure that everything that you say, everything that you do, everything that you think matches your actual belief system. Because people take this for granted quite a lot, is that they don't think that their thoughts or their feelings or anything like that actually impacts like the world around them, but it actually does, in more ways than they personally probably believe, but it does. What I feel like the angels are sort of bringing here is that, you know, your thoughts are more powerful than you realise. You know, pay attention to signs that are given to you. Pay attention to how other people react to you as well. This month, at the end of the month, perhaps. But yeah, I feel that's it for that one. Okay, and there's something that's probably going to happen at the end of the month. So this could actually, I kind of feel like romance. It could be the fact that some of you plans on getting into a romantic relationship, but I kind of feel like the angels are definitely saying it's not the right time at the moment. However, it could be possible maybe next month, or a month after, or however long. It could be possible in the future, but it's not right now at the moment. This also could imply that, because obviously we've had a lot of abundance here, so this could be the fact of you wanted to buy something that you thought would be very beneficial, but the angels are sort of going, it's not the right time to get this thing at this present moment in time. At the end of the day, if you do want it, then maybe plan, which you had earlier, make a detailed plan and stuff like that. So you did have earlier that perhaps there may be some planning involved, but you're not ready right now for what it is that you necessarily would want, perhaps. Then we have Zafkiel for surrender. So this card, I just always feel, that what Zafkiel sort of bringing forth here for you is, sometimes us humans can sort of, be quite robotic and sort of just go, well, yeah, I'll do this, I'll do this, I'll do this, I'll do this. But sometimes you just need to trust and sort of let go and sort of just, just let the universe take its course as such. What will be sort of feeling. And sort of just surrender that control perhaps a little bit, because some of you could be a little bit controlling towards situations or other people. I get this feeling, which obviously, there's help for this if obviously that is the case for you guys. Okay, let me double check, see if there's any more messages that want to come through. Okay, I don't really think there is. However, obviously, I just want to sort of go back over them. Of obviously, at the beginning of the months, obviously they were like, nurture yourself, and those that you love, the ability to make anything more beautiful, practical and wise advice. So this month for you guys, the overall sort of sense for the month, I feel, is that there's a lot for you to be able to do this month. It could be in a career, creative, romantic or emotional way, things like that, but there's a lot you can do this month and there's a lot of opportunities available. However, you may feel at times that this may not be the case, and that is okay. But the thing is, what I feel like I need to say, because the angels want to say it, is that remember to sort of take yourself away, sort of look within, sort of feel like what it is that you want to do with your life, because there probably will be some answers, especially if you meditate and stuff like that. There probably will be some answers that will help you really benefit your life. Obviously, some of you may be neglecting the angels, and obviously the angels still love you no matter what. So perhaps some of you have forgotten to pray or ask for guidance or whatever like that. They're sort of coming forth to sort of go, hey, we are here, you are still loved, don't worry, stuff like that. So perhaps you've been a bit worried about whether or not you should ask some guidance from the angels, the universe, or whoever that you personally believe, but they're sort of going, it's okay, we still love you, and we want to help. Okay, I think that's it for your reading. And obviously this was for Virgo, Libra, Cusp for August 2017, Angel Horoscope. Now obviously I'm Indigo Warrior and I'm new to YouTube sort of readings online. I'm not going to be for everybody, and that's okay. But obviously if you did like my video, then please subscribe to my channel so next month you can get your next video. Or if obviously you feel like this type of reading could be helpful and beneficial for somebody else, then point them in my direction. Obviously I'm not going to be for everyone, as I just said, so it's okay if you didn't like it or you didn't get a message come through, that's okay. What I also want to add is that do not make any messages fit you if obviously it does not fit, because I'm a firm believer of this. It's just whatever the angels want to bring to the surface. So if it does not fit you, then please, 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 please do not make it fit. Because maybe next month, if you subscribe, maybe next month you'll get a message that will come through to you. Okay, I think that's it for now. I hope to see you guys next month. And again, this was Virgo, Libra, Cusp, angel horoscope for August 2017. Blessings to you, and I'll see you next month. Bye bye for now. Bye bye.